We just got back from the ISN Tool Dealer Expo, and there was a lot going on out there. New tools, live demos, and lots of brands showing up with their best stuff. We're going to walk you through the ones that stood out to us, and as always, let's start with one of my favorites. Vessel Electric Screwdriver, a compact USB rechargeable driver that keeps the feel of a traditional screwdriver while speeding up repetitive fastening.
This has become my go-to screwdriver. I have impact screwdrivers. I got, drill bits, drill guns. I got the whole work. And I put this on my wall that's handy, and I always keep it charged because it's very, very versatile. Now, you would think for a handheld screwdriver, we've seen these, that's not a new thing, but they're usually pretty bulky and they don't feel like a screwdriver. This has got that ball grip on it. You got your forward, you got reverse, and you have different speeds that you can do. You can just basically pop it out, put in another bit. This is a great screwdriver just to keep around the shop, even to keep in a junk drawer for around your house. Sometimes you just have the little small screwdriver job that you need to have done. That's what this one does.
Gear wrench, high-vis wrenches, large, high-visibility size markings make it easy to find the right wrench at a glance.
So at first glance, I said, what's new here at Gear Wrench? They said, well, we have our new wrenches. And I'm like, what's different about these wrenches? I don't know about you, but most of the time, you're looking for a wrench, your eyesight needs to be really good. You're trying to find a certain size. But imagine if all your wrenches had labels like that and you need to find a 25 millimeter, you know exactly where it is. Why nobody else hasn't done this yet is beyond me, but it makes total sense, especially for someone like me whose eyesight is slowly going away.
Tool grid modular storage, interlocking grids and customizable clips create a clean, organized layout that you can reconfigure as often as you want.
All right, so Tool Grid, they came out with basically a pegboard for your drawers, for your toolbox.
The beauty about Tool Grid, rather than foam or any other solution, is that you can change it as many times as you like. If you're happy with your setup, we've got T20 screws. You can screw them down, hold them tight. So I'll show you an example here. Feet on the bottom of the holder.
So it looks like we're playing a game of Battleship.
Exactly.
Okay. And I see these different colors over here. Is this the sizes that they come in?
Yes, so we have 4 different standard sizes for the large black pegboard sheets.
Okay.
If you want colors, or you want something that's a little bit easier to cut, look at the cool design that we've got here. Connecting tabs, they click in together, and these boards, they have little guidelines for your utility blade. Very easy to cut. Score the front, score the back, and cut these little connectors.
So all you need is a utility blade.
That's right.
Just taking something that already exists and make it a little bit better. I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Vyper Chairs, built with heavy-duty steel construction while delivering the comfort needed for all-day use.
So this is not a flimsy chair, and when you're sitting in it, you can tell. I mean, it doesn't rattle, doesn't shake, doesn't have any loose parts. It's like closing the door of a Honda Civic versus closing the door of a Rolls Royce. It's just thump, it just fits right? And so you're not having all those loose parts and wiggling parts.
This is our flagship robust steel max right here. Look how wide that base on there is. You really can't tip this thing over even if you tried. And we do have the 4-inch industrial casters on there. Most of the other casters you're gonna see in the shop, 1 to 2 inches max.
That's a good point. That's
probably
a good point.
Made of plastic. They do lock as well. But when they're not locked, you can go over zip ties, cords, cracks, anything that might be in your shop on the floor. Here's our upholstered seat as well. 4 inches of cushion. Take a look around, you're not gonna find more than 1 inch of cushion anywhere else.
So here's some custom Milwaukee chairs made by Vyper. So you can pretty much tell a Vyper chair when you see one. Vyper can pretty much do anything you want there.
BluBird Humpback with Slayer hose. This updated version features the new Slayer hose and a quick connect system for faster setup and easier hose changes.
So we're back at the BluBird booth, and I wanted to give you some updates on the Humpback. So we did a lot of stuff with the Humpback last year, but they made some improvements that kind of makes me a little bit jealous on the Humpback that I have. So the one that you'll be getting will have these features because this is the new standard on the BluBird Humpback. First thing I want to show you is right here. So for any reason, if you were ever to take this reel off, all you got to do is you have this quick connect here that comes right off. Mine doesn't have that. So if you needed to take this off, you'd have to really get behind there and you'd have to take off the whole assembly. So that's one thing that was really smart. But the really cool thing is the hose that they put on. They put the new Slayer hose on here. Now, the hose they had was pretty awesome. They had, this is what the Tough Tech. So the Tough Tech, like I said, this hose is probably overbuilt, overmade for what you need it for, but it still has the flexibility that you're looking for for a pressure washer reel to be able to retract back into that reel. So we still get this with the ToughTech. So I don't necessarily have a bad hose by any stretch of the imagination on my humpback, but your humpback is going to have the Slayer. Now the Slayer is noticeably smaller and lighter. So that's the really cool thing about it. So it's about 1/4 of an inch lighter, so you can actually fit more hose on this reel, but it is even more flexible than the ToughTech.
Klean Strip. These products focus on the work that happens before the paint goes on.
We start with prep all. You got to clean the surface of any of the wax, grease, tar, dirt, and debris that's on the surface. Then, if you want to remove an existing coating, you're going to go to something like this, which is a professional grade paint remover. Bulldog is designed for plastic adhesion. When you paint anything that's plastic, SMC, fiberglass, the paint doesn't want to stick to it. So you have to give it something to grab onto. This is a chemical adhesion. Sometimes you can do a mechanical adhesion, but then you've got pretty deep scratches and you don't want scratches to reappear. This is a chemical adhesion. So it's a layer in between the substrate and your top coat that keeps them stuck together.
Gotcha, okay.
So next thing would be clean up your spray guns, clean up your air brushes, clean up the equipment that you used during the process. We do handheld cleanup, we do dip cleanup. We've got a 5-gallon short fill with a basket that you can dip your equipment in and let it soak. And then our newest product is a little bit different, is a rust remover. It is just a remover. It's not a converter. It's not going to leave a protected layer behind. But if you're looking to get rid of rust from surfaces, whether it's brake calipers or tools, we've got a gel, we've got a spray, and we've got a bath or a dip.
GloveWorks. Their raised diamond texture provides extra grip even in wet or oily conditions. A smart choice for keeping a secure hold on tools and parts.
So our raised diamond texture here gives you that 60% more surface area for added grip in wet or dry environments. It's all about getting your hands to stick to as much as you can what you're holding. So the orange and green here, same glove, just different color at our 8mm nitrile raised diamond texture thickness. Then you have our blue and black, which are 6mm thickness. So this is a cotton flock line. It's baked into the glove, so it doesn't really come off your hands when you've been wearing it all day. The real kicker with this is for comfort throughout the day. So your hands get a little sweaty, doesn't run down your elbows, sticks here in the glove.
You said this doesn't have any silicone in it, right? I don't know which ones I need, so I didn't know that you're not supposed to use the ones that have any kind of silicone in it for painting, because it could bleed into the paint. I learned something today.
Knipex. Their locking pliers provide a strong, secure grip when you need to hold materials in place.
So 25 different laser etch locking positions you can lock in place at each one. Give you the flexibility to set it and forget it, set your tool.
So
you can obviously place it down and then return to your workpiece. Nice, easy push button adjustment. Any shape fastener, round, hex, square, or flat. It has some other unique properties where it has a forged in pinch guard, so the handles will never touch. Regardless of whatever position you're in, you won't have those painful blood blisters as an end user. Nice, slim jaw design gives you great access to hard to reach places. And again, you can grip multiple shape fasteners. So it's so strong that you could actually stand on the tool.
All right, so we got that, okay. And so then now I'm locking it down. I'm gonna try not to kill myself here. And I'm gonna step on it here. I'm gonna trust this. Oh my goodness.
You'll be good.
You sure? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure it can handle, was it 235 pounds here?
Who's counting?
235 pounds. So it held in place, and I just unlock it just by picking it up here. Pretty cool.
They also featured their insulated tools for work around energized systems up to 1,000 volts.
They have a series of insulated tools that can take up to 1,000 volts of live electricity. So they even have these little caps here that are insulated caps that even if you have a live wire, you just go ahead and stick it in there just to have the protection while you're working around a live wire. And then of course some of these are actually plastic tools themselves that have the insulation.
And then from Wiha, we found this expanded line of insulated tools because when it comes to electrical work, an extra layer of safety never hurts.
Right here, so we have our dedicated EV kit, full line of VDE certified insulated tools. VDE, of course, is going to be the highest level certification. That means every single one of these products was dipped in water and tested at 10,000, rated for 1,000. Now, of course, if you're wanting to do a larger kit, this is our 32800. This is an 80-piece insulated set. You're getting your screwdrivers, you're getting your nut setters, so you're getting your Torx. Second tray, you're going to get your insulated T-handles, your socket, J-bars. You've also got your socket extensions. The bottom tray, you're getting insulated ruler, knife, pliers, and wrench. All available in our crush-proof, waterproof kit with wheels.
And that's carry-on luggage.
Anglo American Tools. Their Iriga adjustable wrench features a reversible jaw.
What you have is you have a smooth jaw opening adjustable wrench, and it has a metric scale and an inch scale. These are chrome vanadium, so for strength, for longevity, for comfort of use. But the beauty here is that we can take this off, take this jaw slide off, turn it around. Now you can see with these serrated jaws, now we can have a pipe wrench. So with one tool, convenient, handy to have, you have it in your pocket or something like that. So when you're trying to just do work on the wrenches or nuts, that's fine, you can use the wrench. But let's say if you have a pipe, a tie rod or something that you're under the car with and you need to get it, this will grip, and this will grip very hard.
So my adjustable wrenches can't do that. Now I know I can take the slide off, but I can't reverse it back in to have anything.
That's right, it doesn't have this reversible feature. The convenience of an adjustable wrench with the versatility of being a pair of pliers or a pipe wrench.
There we go.
Astro Pneumatic. This power station combines portable power with multiple charging options in one compact unit.
So this is a power station. So you got a magnetic back. You just put this right on your toolbox, but you have all these USB-C and you have one micro USB-C, but all retractable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total things you could be charging from this power station. But this is kind of a really interesting add-on feature that I guess I'd never really considered. We usually are always just trying to find a cord that can have the USB-C. Now you have 5 of them in one micro.
Also from Astro Pneumatic, their top-down wrench, designed to reach fasteners from above in tight spaces.
This is the kind of a top-down wrench, so a lot of times you have those tight spaces, you really can't even get a socket in there. You can just basically put this in here and it catches at every turn. You can go backwards and forwards with that. And it's basically because of these little grooves that are catching in here. I don't know if you can see that, but those grooves right there, which is really something I've never seen before. And you can get your whole set right here.
One of the best parts of events like this is discovering products you didn't know existed. So far, which one has stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy seeing new tools, ideas, and innovations, make sure you're subscribed. Now let's get back to the show. GripEdge, rounded bolts and broken fasteners can bring your project to a halt, so they created a solution. Take a look at their rounded bolt extractor.
Can you walk me through how I use the rounded bolt extractor?
Absolutely. Hammer the socket down onto the subject. Just hammer it straight down on there. Give it a couple of good whacks, make sure you're seated all the way. What I'm going to do now is hand you a ratchet, pop it into the drive, and tighten it down first, Rufus, so you can see how much control you've got in that direction, right? And now loosen it off. What that maneuver does is show you that you've got complete control of that fastener in both the tightening and the loosening position. Just loosen it off. And that's tight. I mean, that's great. So go ahead and spin that out of there. Yep, just do it like that. Now the next hurdle you're gonna have is how are you gonna get that bolt out of the tool? Pull that off of the ratchet.
Okay.
And GripEdge has designed the foreign object removal rod that threads in through the back of the socket. Just go ahead and thread that down in there. So spin it all the way down till it stops. There you go.
I'm there.
Grab it.
All right, we got that.
Right. And I usually start about right there.
There we go.
There it goes. Now once you get it moving, it actually isn't that hard to get out.
Right.
But you got to get it moving. There it goes.
So we
just pop that right down into my hand.
Keep doing that until
just keep doing that till the bolt falls right out of the tool. There it is.
Look at that.
But then what if the bolt is already broken? That's where GripEdge's broken bolt extractor comes in.
These back bolts here represent bolts that have been snapped off flush or studs that are snapped off flush and drilled. We've got an internal easy out that competes with this idea that nobody really loves. Let's be honest. Right. The success rate of those is quite small. So our design is a straight cut, not a tapered cone. So when I hammer that down into the hole that I drill, I've got a huge bite surface all the way down, all the way around. So go ahead and take that in your hand, take the hammer and just hammer it down in there.
Okay.
Just like you would any other extractor. Once you drill a hole, you hammer it in. And you'll know when it bottoms out. You're there.
I'm there. Okay.
Right? Now, because that head is a straight cut and I've got total engagement into that fastener, it also cuts grooves into the sidewall of the fastener, so it's bidirectional. So you can take that same ratchet, put it on top of there, tighten it down first.
Okay. So the key is to tighten it first.
Yeah, because this shows you the bidirectional control.
But do you have to tighten it? Okay. So you're just showing.
This just shows you that you're able to work something back and forth in little increments, right?
So I didn't know if that was the extra bite you needed to give it to lock it down. Okay.
All this is showing you is that when you need to work something back and forth, you have the ability to do it.
Okay.
If you tried that with the screw extractor, it'd just back itself out.
Right.
Klein Tools. Their utility cart combines mobile storage with accessory rails that let you customize the setup to fit your workflow.
This is our full-size utility cart. What really stands out is really the size of it. You'll notice it stands a lot taller. The reason why that's important, you don't have to hunch over as you push if you're taller. It also gives you more stowage capabilities down below. We have 6-inch caster wheels. And then you notice the rail that we have here. So this rail allows you to hook up a bunch of different types of accessories. I'll even take this. Very easy, just snap it on.
So I want to talk about these rails that Klein has with their carts. As you can see here, these are just separate accessories that you can put on the side of your cart right here and just locks in. It's also magnetic. So you can put your tools there. So then if you have these cases right here, you get this accessory, you just basically put it on right here, you just snap it in, pull this back and latch it on. It goes on like that. And then you have access to your tools, which is right here. I think it's pretty cool. I love it.
Airwalk work footwear. Built on the brand's skateboarding heritage, these work shoes deliver comfort, security features, and a casual look for everyday wear.
Most all that product we do with Airwalk has a composite safety toe, protect you from heavy objects falling on your foot. They all have oil slip resistant bottoms, so especially in the auto channel, if you're in a garage with oils and different solvents, the rubber's not going to break down and crack. We brought out 5 or 6 different styles this year that have no composite or safety toe in it, but it still has all the other work features and functionality in terms of oil and slip resistance that you would need. We have one of the lowest return rates in all of work footwear, so that's great to hear. I mean, that's what we aim to do and provide a real good value for their hard-earned money.
Wiha Bi Cutters. A push-button design doubles cutting power when needed, making tough materials easier to cut with less hand effort.
So this is our Wiha Bi Cuts. It's an assisted cutter on here with the power button. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
Right-hand? Okay, so in your right hand, so go ahead, one hand, try to cut.
Just cut this with one hand. All right, can I?
Yeah, you can use 2 hands.
Okay, got it.
So what this demo is kind of showing is by pressing the power button, now try with your left hand here. So we just hit the power button.
The power button?
The power button.
Oh, that's
a lot easier.
How did that happen? Power button, what did it do?
So what we did is it changed the fulcrum on there. So standard, jaws are nice wide and open. Press the power button, it actually moved it
over. It takes
over.
a different pivot on, okay.
Absolutely, so you're getting 200 times more cutting power.
200 times, it felt like 500 times.
Yeah.
So my hand actually hurt after the first one. This one is just like, all right, this is gonna hurt, but nothing.
Milwaukee Striker Hammer Chisel. The world's first cordless hammer chisel delivers pneumatic level striking force without the hose or compressor.
The M18 Fuel Striker Hammer Chisel, the world's first cordless air hammer. We're able to offer the power of long barrel pneumatics that provide confident suspension teardowns without a hose and on a cordless system to gain that cordless benefit. Another big thing that we're able to do here by going to a battery system versus the pneumatic hose is integrate 3-mode select. As you can see, the tool slowly ramps up, giving you more control at the start of the application so you don't slip off of the work surface, damage something around where you're working. Another huge advantage is the quick twist-to-lock chucks. Very simple, easy. You're not pinching your fingers anymore like you see on current pneumatics, or the chuck is vibrating loose.
DeWalt Atomic Multi-Head Drill Driver. One tool, 4 attachments, and access to places most drills can't reach. A smart solution for tricky installs.
This is the D803B. With this, we make one trip. I take my bit off here. I have my drill chuck. Place it on it, okay? I grab my battery, 20 volt, and now I've got a drill. We got to put something in that hole, whether it's going to be like a lag screw, whether we're going to put some kind of anchor. With this one, all you do is turn it around. You're right-handed or left-handed. Pop it off, Now I've got the bit driver. The adapter pops on just the same way. Now we can drive screws, but I need something that's 90 degrees. I go grab my 90-degree adapter, put it on, take my bit adapter, put it on. Now I have a 90-degree application that I can do whatever I need to do, get into tight spots. Take it off. We're gonna add tool number 4 application. Here's our offset bit driver. We can put it on our tool here. Now we keep the drill in line where we need to be, but we can get offset and set those screws and not have to pivot the drill to get it where we need to get it, right? Here's the best thing of it all. What if you had to have a 90-degree offset bit driver? We got you covered, right? 90 degrees and offset. Now we can reach around the corner and get to a screw that's a pain in the butt, but we can make it easy as nothing, okay? All set up with one tool.
DeWalt also showcased the Tough Series construction jack extension. It lifts and holds materials in place, making solo installs a whole lot easier.
This thing has been a phenomenal hit in the world of cabinetry construction, and this has made its way into all different parts and facets of the world of work. But the biggest improvement that we've had, when you did full extension, it was just around 8.5, 9 inches is as tall as it would go. So then we came out and developed an extension. And I can take this, raise it all the way up. We're now 27 inches tall. Have we ever had to level something out, but we needed to put a board or something in there to make it work with a little latch mechanism system that will set right in the center?
That's
clever. It actually will hold your 2x4.
This is what the tool looks like without this attachment, which by itself is a great tool, but DeWalt's come out with this thing. Now it's a much more versatile tool. If you have one, you can use it for a lot of applications, but chances are you're gonna wanna have two at some point.
Prevost safety couplings designed to vent air pressure before disconnecting, helping reduce hose whip and improve shop safety.
And we have some fabulous products. Our claim to fame is our safety coupling. One nice thing about this is you go to release it, doesn't come shooting out at you.
How's that a thing? How does it not just shoot out when you release?
So all the air is purged. There's 4 ports up top here.
Okay.
And all the air is purged up top, and it's released that way. And then if you want to get a video of this, you're going to hear more air coming out right here.
But still, doesn't shoot out.
Doesn't shoot out.
I like that.
One nice thing about these two is they're non-marring. They won't scratch. You can run this over a car.
Okay.
Won't scratch. Progressive trigger. More.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the more you pull, the more air you get to control.
Correct.
ChannelLock quick release locking pliers. The quick release design lets you unlock and reposition with one hand, built for faster, easier workflow.
Done.
Done.
I think the first thing that you see is it's coated black with a powder coating to help for corrosion resistance. And as also we've extended the lever to be a true one-hand release. So you simply push that lever and it opens up. So once you lock it on, you can take your one hand and your pinky and your forefinger and you can release that.
So I'm just pulling this and release. Oh, okay. Normally you would have to pull the trigger out this way, and this is great.
ChannelLock also showcased its wide adjustable wrench. An extra wide jaw opening handles a broader range of sizes without moving to a larger tool.
Now this just kind of caught my attention.
It has a wider jaw, like a longer adjustable wrench.
Right.
But it's a shorter wrench, so you can get into tighter places under your sink, or also in somewhere automotive where you couldn't generally get in with a 12-inch or longer adjustable wrench. It's gonna go down. If you look, it has both metric and SAE measurements on it.
Wide application is not something I would typically go to that tool for, but now I actually can. So that's really neat.
Rounding out the lineup is ChannelLock's lightweight extra slim jaw wrench. Built for tight access work, delivers the same strength and performance in a slimmer, lighter design.
And what we have today is a new lightweight adjustable wrench. It's much lighter weight, so there's less hand fatigue during the day, and also easier to put in a pocket and carry around. Also, it has an extra slim jaw for getting into those tight places under a washer or a bolt. So that's also an advantage. So that's an extra slim jaw.
Can we feel this now?
Yeah.
So this is, just by taking out that middle part, we've been able to reduce the weight of this thing, but we have not reduced the integrity of the tool itself.
Still a high carbon steel and will work with when you put a lot of torque on it and not worry about failure. That comes into a 6-inch all the way up to a 12-inch.
Knkut nano composite drill bits. A nano composite coating helps reduce heat and wear extending bit life through repeated drilling.
And this is probably the first time in the company's history that we've done something that's better than what we already have. It allows you to actually use the cutting tool the way it's purposed.
Right.
And what kills drill bits, or other cutting tools for that matter, is heat. So the faster that you go, the more heat you're going to create, and that's going to dull your drill bits faster and not get a good cut. So this is a brand new set for us. This is a nano composite coating that has been put on the drill bit. This is actually penetrated into the tool. It's ingrained inside of it. It doesn't wear off. So it keeps the drill bit cool and it keeps it sharper for a lot longer.
Koken wobble fix extensions. Switch between a fixed connection and up to 15 degrees of flex with the same extension. One tool, two solutions.
So this is a brand new design from us. So you guys are probably familiar with the wobble fix design, that dual function of both wobble and fix, right? But we created a locking version. When you pull this shaft here down, it recesses that ball. And when you recess that, you can put your socket on there, then you can wobble it 15 degrees all around, can't take it off, can't push it into fix, which is often a problem for people. But you can still pull this down and fix it. It's just a little bit extra angle, right? So that 15 degrees can really help in those tight access areas. And it does still have our super popular knurling on the back to use when you put it on a ratchet, and you can easily use it as a little quick spinner there.
Wizard Products Mist and Shine removes dust and fingerprints while restoring a high gloss finish. Perfect for quick touch-ups.
Our Mist and Shine here, this is our #1 seller. This is pretty much cross-channel. You can sell this in automotive space, motorcycle, marine, right? This works on the glass, the chrome, the paint. You can use it as a dry wash. So a lot of the hot rodder guys will carry this in their trunk to get to the car show, just give it a quick run over, you know, before the show hits. Anybody can use it. We use it on stainless steel appliances in the kitchen, so think about that, right?
Okay.
Fingerprints, all that stuff. Everybody says, oh, I got the best detailer in the world. And I asked them to go clean their bathroom mirror, and it streaks like crazy. So how is that a good detailer? It's going to do the same on your paint, right?
Next up is the Wizard's Hybrid Fast Pass Drying Towel. Its ultra-absorbent design dries surfaces quickly without streaks or residue.
Hybrid Fast Pass. So this thing holds like 1.5 gallons of water. So that's bizarre, right?
Really?
So
a gallon and a half?
Yes. You can dry the whole car. So you get caught in the rain at a car show. Rain comes down, cats and dogs, you can come back, wipe that whole car down with that one towel.
Gallon and a half, okay.
That's cool. So
I think it's great.
Makita MAKTRAK, a modular storage system built for transport, access, and organization, designed to keep tools protected and easy to move.
Our new MAKTRAK modular system. Instead of thinking stacking up, we took a more of a horizontal type approach. The reason we did that is to have that horizontal type stacking, but be able to also fit into like a truck bed, like an F-150 or Silverado, with a cover on it too as well. That way you don't have to take the cover off if you're stacking up. Deep pockets, fit more nuts, bolts, different type of little fasteners, whatever you want to put in here.
Once you close it all up and it's on its side, everything's not moving out of place.
Correct. You can throw it upside down, move it around, all of that. Everything's gonna stay in their own individual cubby. One of the major features of ours is those two bottom components right there. There's no need to unstack any of these components. Basically, you can always take off the hinges here and open it up straight from the bottom without even unstacking any of this. Not only you can do that, it does it on both sides.
Really? Well, that's pretty clever. I'm ready to go.
Cubon Repair Kit, reinforcing powder and super glue work together to create durable repairs in seconds, ideal for bringing broken parts back to life.
I'm gonna take a small drop of the glue. Doesn't need much, you can just see that little bit. Within about 10 seconds of application, it's gonna bond those two surfaces together. Once it's like that, I know it's good to pull. And that's just the liquid itself. You can see how quickly that works.
Right.
And each one of our Cubon kits also has a gray and a black powder. I want to show you quickly how that powder works. With the same liquid I was just using on top of there. Once it saturates through, it's going to give us a chemical reaction.
So
now that is
smoking there, huh?
Yep, that's the chemical reaction. We can file, sand, or drill that flush to wood, metal, or plastic. Each kit also comes with our gray powder. Let's say I have a crack or hole in this metal casing. Fill in that hole and use the same liquid once again on top. That is rock solid. And on the other side, we're tapped through, sealed for any kind of liquid air you want to run through there. One gray powder, one black powder, and two liquids come in each one.
Oh, and I wanted to try it myself. Again, just taking this, putting a little bit of just a little dab. All right, so let's just make sure it's all nice and even. It's about, I don't know, about halfway on.
Yeah,
so let's see if that works. It's still holding now. Okay, oh wow.
That wraps up our time at the ISN Tool Dealer Expo. Hopefully you found a few products worth adding to your radar. And if you enjoyed this video, there's a good chance you'll enjoy the rest of our trade show coverage. Check out the playlist on screen for more product discoveries from events across the industry, and we'll see you soon.